Good evening, my student. Before going into final accounts, practically I again appearing here to say some adjustment which are must while preparing the final accounts. I am considering the different adjustment which you must know at the time of preparation of final accounts. Now take up one after another. Prior to that, I say the trial balance. Trial balance is having three types of account: real account, personal account, nominal account. In fact, only nominal accounts are closed in your trading account and profit loss account. Nominal account having debit balance are expenditures and losses. Direct nature, close or debit into trading account. Indirect nature, debit into profit loss account. Nominal accounts having credit balance, close by crediting trading account and profit loss account. Remember, only one item, that is sales, which we must credit into your trading account, and all indirect income to be credited into profit loss account. Now, nominal account we have closed into trading and profit loss account, and personal account having debit balance to be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet and having credit balance to be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Leaving personal account, all we have placed. Now real account must have a debit balance and you are required to show only on the asset side of the balance sheet. So real account, asset side of the balance sheet. Personal account having debit balance, asset side of the balance sheet. Having credit balance, liability side of the balance sheet. All nominal accounts you are closing either trading if they are direct, trading if they are indirect, then profit loss account. Direct, that is revenue from operation or sales, credit into trading account. Indirect income, interest received, commission received, discount received, any benefit, profit on sale of any fixed asset, disposal of fixed asset, recovery of bad debt, depreciation, return back, credit in the profit loss account. Debit side, trading account, you have wages, net purchase, that is opening stock at purchase less closing stock. Direct expenditure, any other chargeable expenditure relate to your trading, debit trading account. All indirect, rent paid, conveyance paid, stationery expenditure, office employee expenditure, everything. Loss on sale of machinery, loss on sale of any asset, provision for bad debt, discount allowed, debit in the profit loss account. Now, going into adjustment entry. Now, what of the adjustment entry? In trial balance, it has not affected. Apart from trial balance, you are given certain adjustment. For examination purpose, let's say, suppose you are given bad debt 5,000. That means you are saying now bad debt. That means still in the debtor, there are certain debtor worth 5,000 is still bad. That is why you are given. If bad debt appearing in the trial balance, then it should be written in your adjustment further bad debt 5,000. That means bad debt account debit. So in the profit loss account debit side, you must add further bad debt. With the trial balance, bad debt, two bad debt on the debit side of profit loss account, you write add bad debt. And this bad debt is no more, should be in the data. So in the balance sheet on the current asset, you have the total data less further bad debt 5,000. So from there you credit, here you debit, and total bad debt will increase. After that you are given like provision for bad debt to be maintained 10%. For example, say, now that data which is appearing after deducting 5,000, we will calculate the 10%, and that 10% after calculating we must think, okay, to provision for bad debt on the debit side of the profit loss account, 10% on the calculated amount of data after deducting balance sheet data, that is data less further bad debt, 10% of that you will write to provision for bad debt. That means possibly this debtor will not pay. This is from the past experience. We are given in the examination like provision to be maintained 10% on the debtor, and this provision will debit in the profit loss account. Remember, if provision already appear into your trial balance like some amount, so that is already there. So remaining, that means to provision 10% on data less existing. That means remaining you are debiting into your profit loss account, and total 10%, that is with the previous amount and current amount, that both to be added and to be shown into your balance sheet by the way of deducting from data. And similar treatment is for the discount on data. Now discount will allow to those debtors who are goods. The bad debt is the debtor loss, so you require no more provision for discount on those debtors. So if you are given the 5% discount on debtor, you have to understand after deducting the provision for the bad debt in your balance sheet, whatever the data is coming after calculation, on that you will calculate the 5%. So you will write in the balance sheet less the data after deducting provision for bad debt, 5% on that you will write on the balance sheet. Suppose 10,000 it came less 5%, 500. So 9,500 will appear in your balance sheet outer column. That is on the asset side. Now 500 you have to write to provision for discount on debtor. Now remember, already provision appearing 230 in your trial balance. That means provision for discount on debtor 230 is already there. So 500 we now require. So in the profit loss account we will debit 270. So 230 plus 270, it's come to you 500. So only 500 to be shown by the way of deducting from your final data. Here in the profit loss account we will debit only 270, not the 500, because that credit balance which appearing 230 into your trial balance, that credit you are utilizing in your balance sheet. Now remember, after data, similar type of adjustment may comes for your fixed asset that I will be discussing in practical portions. Now a certain adjustment I will explain here, like drawing account. If it is appearing into trial balance, simply you deduct from the capital in case of proprietorship account. In case of partners, individual drawing there, from individual partners capital account you have to deduct. Now drawing of stationery which earlier not considered and in trial balance not reflecting, although proprietor drawing is showing something like 500, 200 stationery drawing. Now that adjustment in this case will be like 2 stationery expenditure into your profit loss account debit side less withdrawn by the proprietor 200 for example. So total expenditure of stationery should be reduced by 200, and that 200 will be added with the proprietor's total drawing. Similarly, in case like stock drawing, from purchase you can deduct or you can credit the trading account and total drawing will increase. So in the final balance sheet of the proprietors it will be reducing, like total drawing will increase, and from capital after adding the net profit we will deduct the drawing. Now so stock used as advertising or stock used for distribution as free sample, credit trading account and simply debit the profit loss account. Already existing advertising expenditure into your trial balance, so that will increase by the similar amount. Now say sales includes goods at sale price rupees 1000 by the proprietor. That means from sale you deduct 1000, from debtor you deduct 1000. So journal entry sale account debit, debtor account credit by 1000 1000. Now remember, this sale price is, suppose you are given generally the enterprise selling at a 20% profit. So original cost price is 800 because after deducting 20% of 1000 you have the cost price the 800. So that 800 adjustment again required. Now from sale you deduct 1000 and from debtor you deduct 1000 because proprietor is not the debtor of the enterprise. Now again drawing account debit 800, that is 800 calculated by deducting 20% of 1000 from 1000. So that is drawing debit and purchase credit. Instead of purchase crediting, we can show by the way of crediting the trading account. So several adjustment there, unlimited adjustment there. Like there is a fire, stock lost by the fire is some amount and closing stock is not obtained or not taken because all the stock burnt out or destroyed. So in that case we have to find out the closing stock. I'll explain several other cases where the closing stock to be ascertained. So simply these adjustment accounts I am remembering you. So when I go for the preparing the final accounts in your practical portions, so you should know all the adjustment entry, and people or students try to go through the adjustment entry using your books, and I'll clarify over there. If you have any doubts regarding preparation of final account and obtaining the balance sheet for proprietorship, partnership as well as company, you can put a comment, so I'll try to explain that in the videos by structuring certain problems and which you are facing, so it should be cleared by you. Thank you very much, student. Please watch me on YouTube and I'll try to help you whether you are appearing CA examination, CMA examination or any degree course examinations of all Indian universities as well as other students like ISC, CBSC 12, and they are aspiring to becoming the finance and accounts professional. Thank you. Good night.